Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Should Las Vegas locals get ready for another recession? Why money experts say you shouldn't be worrying. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Resorts World is telling hotel guests to expect room inspections this week while two hacking conventions are in town. The Black Hat USA convention is at Mandalay Bay today, and DEF CON 32, the country's largest running hacking conference, begins today and runs until Sunday at the Las Vegas Convention Center. The hotel says the room checks will be, quote, scheduled, brief, visual, and non-intrusive inspections, and that they are one part of enhanced security to help protect against potential cyber attack threats. The North Las Vegas Police Department is investigating after two cars reportedly drove through the front entries of two businesses earlier Wednesday morning. The incidents are being investigated as burglary attempts, but detectives believe no items were stolen from either business. Anyone with information is asked to call NLPD at 702-633-9111 or contact Crime Stoppers. And three people have been arrested related to an alleged racial incident that went viral on social media last week in Virginia City. That's about 25 miles from Reno. According to the Story County Sheriff's Office, Gary Miller, Janice Miller, and Tiffany Miller were arrested on Wednesday night. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Sunshine and a couple of clouds are in today's forecast with a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. We are expecting a high of 108 with light winds. Now taking a look at next week, that chance of showers will continue each afternoon until Sunday. Temperatures are expected to linger below 110 degrees this weekend and into next week with overnight lows in the high and mid-80s. In business, brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. As recession fears are on the rise in the U.S., local economic analysts say Las Vegas residents shouldn't be ringing any alarm bells just yet. LVRJ business reporter Patrick Blenner has it, explains why.
So I spoke to a couple economic analysts and they basically both said the same thing. Don't worry right now. It looks like everything is okay. However, we should be seeing some rate cuts in September and potentially a few more by the end of the year. And so what does this mean for local Las Vegas residents? Well, it means a chance potentially to refinance some of the financial products you have, whether that's a car loan, a mortgage, or a line of credit. So that might be good for the local economy and the local Las Vegas resident heading into the end of this year.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The USA women's basketball team advances to the semifinal against Australia after recording its 59th straight Olympic win on Wednesday. Led by A'ja Wilson, who racked up her third double-double in Paris, Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young, who moved from the bench to the starting lineup and added 15 points in the 88-74 win over Nigeria, the team is now just 2 wins away from capturing what would be their 8th gold medal. France and Belgium collide in the other semifinal. Play will resume Friday for Team USA.
Moving on to health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. School for CCSD students begins on Monday, and for many students and parents, the school year can be mentally draining. Health experts say it can spark anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts among youth. They do recommend creating a routine prior to the start of the school year to minimize stress and anxiety for both students and parents. Nevada Senate Bill 249 also allows students excused absences for up to 3 mental health days and ensures contact information for mental health resources is printed on every student's school ID card.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. With the start of the NFL regular season less than a month away, a parade of quarterbacks have odds of 20-1 or less to win the NFL MVP award. Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes is the 6-1 favorite at the Westgate Superbook. Buffalo's Josh Allen and Cincinnati's Joe Burrow are tied for the 8-1 second choice. Houston's CJ Stroud is 10-1, and Green Bay's Jordan Love is 12-1. Philadelphia's Jalen Hurts is 14-1, followed by San Francisco quarterback Brock Purdy and Detroit's Jared Goff at 16-1. Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders have completed their 17-day training camp, and in his first year as the team's head coach, Antonio Pierce spoke on the team identity he hoped to forge in Costa Mesa.
The things that we marked that we wanted to get through these 11, 12 practices, we've accomplished. We set the tone. I know we build our identity, obviously, on defense, especially. Same thing on offense. The physicality and, more importantly, the chemistry and the team bonding is what we wanted, and the competition has been at a high.
In lifestyle news, LV Craft Shows has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. Caesars Entertainment and Clark County hosted an electric vehicle road show to promote clean transportation. Review Journal's reporter Anaya Collins has more details.
Today we're at Caesars Palace Parking Garage, where they've just installed 20 new EV chargers. We were able to take a look at some luxury vehicles and even take a few for a spin.
As more electric vehicles hit the roadways, locals and tourists will have the opportunity to support a sustainable environment by reducing emissions.
And it ties in perfectly with our environmental social governance program called People, Planet, Play. And this is really focused on our planet category, where we're trying to promote clean transportation, and it aligns perfectly with our long-term greenhouse gas emission reduction goals.
Caesars EV charging points align with the Clark County's all-in community sustainability action plan as a way to mitigate emissions and extreme heat.
Air quality wise, we just came off one of our worst months in 6 years in July, where we had multiple exceedances for ozone, and greenhouse gases also contribute to ozone formation. So we're happy to come out here and support and celebrate Caesars opening these EV charging stations so that we can lower greenhouse gas emissions here in Clark County.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Janet Jackson is reportedly returning to Vegas for another residency, but this time at Resorts World Theater. LVRJ entertainment columnist John Katz-Salamides has more details.
Rhythm Nation might be played out at Resorts World Theater if talks between Janet Jackson and AEG Presents come to fruition. Reports are across the country that Jackson will play December 30th and 31st and likely January 3rd and 4th at the venue. She most recently played a residency for 18 shows at Park MGM, what is now Dolby Live, in 2019. Expect her to join Carrie Underwood and maybe one day Celine Dion in headlining rotation on the Strip.
Thanks for watching us on 7 at 7. You can also watch us on other platforms like Apple TV and Roku. We'll see you here tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.